Welcome to another video episode on my walking robot Mirft2 based on the fischertechnik TXT controller. I'm running embedded Linux and programmed via Wi-Fi in online mode using Python with 2 touch sensors, USB camera for grabbing images and 6 legs. Currently on the scaffold because of some gear problems, and the idea is that it walks and then searches for a certain color to go to. That is where the camera comes in, grabbing images and then using OpenCV, selecting a color and then go there, and then the front sensors to touch and hold stop. Objects which have a red color mainly, and that is exactly what OpenCV in my case does, using the HSV UE saturation and value color space separate the color red. So basically the focus is on 2 things. Why is a part of the gear not working? For that I've put it on the scaffold. I have an idea, and that is most likely a problem that I had in the past as well, long before I had to reconstruct it. Then modeling using Blender. Hopefully that goes better this time, because last time I ran into a problem with the gear that I wanted to add, and whatever happens next we'll see. So first of all, gearing. Before going to the gears, however, it is necessary to boot it so I can test. So let's start and see if I can log in after that. With the community firmware, with the advantage that I can assign this IP address to the robot. Otherwise it functions as a DHCP server, and then I can do more limited things. And it looks like it's okay. Now I have to go to the standard firmware graphical interface, otherwise I can't do this. Acknowledge connection, and I'm in. This doesn't happen too often that I immediately have connection. Then opening the source code, so let me name it code, and here output. Alright, that's very good, very nice. Next thing, setting the date, and yes, I do that every time, but it is necessary. And by now it is 3. Time is, and that I'm all good. And by now it is 12. And that's better. Alright. So this is set, but now for the gearing problem. Because what I did notice, and now you can easily see that I don't have the battery pack right here, which obscures things. Here and right here I have red gears, and by force of the motor right here, and I have to go down with it, that's better. here is the gear of the motor. This is the red gear. And by force, because of this what is completely belonging to it, or connected to it, the red gear is pushed outwards, and that gives a problem. So I need something like a card like this, where I have to cut off a piece and insert into the axle that is connecting both the red gears, both on this side and on this side. Although the point is, which is strange by the way, that last time when I used Robot Pro to test the gears, this side was perfect during testing. During the actual code running it wasn't, but this one was not correct during the Robot Pro test, and that is Robot Pro test. So anyway, that is what I have to do, and unfortunately if I want to do it at both sides of the axle, I have to take it apart. So that is what I'll have to do now. Or I can just take one part, but then this inner side, this inside gear will be pushed away as anyway. And I did push it onto the axle before recording, so that's a point of action. Anyway, let's just do it. And these two tiny pieces go in the forked ends of the axle, which I still have to take apart. So that's quite an undertaking, considering everything that I have to remove to get there. But anyway, let's go and see. And I don't even have to take it completely apart. So the supports are on both sides, but this wasn't even necessary because I could slide it out, and then it goes in here and in here, and that goes not without effort because it's so tiny. So let's take pliers, and I probably should do it off camera considering the problems I had, and this is the most important part, and there you have it. Okay, so off camera it goes. Quite interestingly, the red gear here and on this side have the plastic inserted only on one side, and when I do it here, you see the plastic part being present. It's on the inside, and I can't do it now on the outside. So let's hope that indeed is sufficient, that it works out. So now time to push it back into place. That is one part. Pushing everything down again on both sides, holding it on the scaffold, then these parts should be put back into place. That is one, and one and two, so that fits the other parts as well. One and that one is a little problematic. That I have to fix, and the last part goes right here, and that does fit, so I only have to fix this part, which is shifted a bit, but that won't be such a problem. No, it's there. Alright, so now I have to see if the red gear that I just fixed, which is right there, stays in place. And I can only test that using the software. So let's see how that works out. With Row Pro ready to go, taking a look at the wiring schematics, we can see that 1 and 4 go together, and 2 and 3 as being left hand side and right hand side. So I need right hand side, which is 1 and 4. So I'm taking 3 and 3, and basically it doesn't matter where to go, how to go, just running. And it doesn't work, obviously. I hear the motor. Yes, they do run, but not this is not as nice as the other side, so let's do that one. Let's start at 4 and 4 and run, and look at the other side. That is much nicer. So when I take this one here at 4 times, oh, let's take this at 4. It does something, but can I persuade it? Or is there something wrong with the scaffolding? No, nothing wrong with the scaffolding. So whatever is happening, it is not going nice, not at all. So much for gear solving, and I better stop this. So still this one works, this one kind of. Where to go from here? Good question. But I'll leave it at that for now. Let's run some software. and see how OpenCV works. And for that I have, just like last time, increased the distance to at least the front sensors being here instead of there. So let's take care of that. So let's run and prepare for some rattling noises. But hopefully also some nice images. Ah, yeah, right. Minus 200. And that is not going nice. So it doesn't run. Right, I have to, that's true there. Okay, interrupt. So, looking for speed. And here, something goes wrong. Receive data size does not match length of format string. That's weird. Okay, let's do one thing like this. So TXT image 45. Okay, that is one image, yes. And how about result? Okay, not bad. That is certainly not bad, although I clearly miss a piece here. But this is present, this is present, and this is present. So apart from this piece, I'm quite happy. And again, with a larger distance than I used to have. So whether it is an improved color separation or just a larger distance, I don't mind. This is nice. So now if I can take the blob, yeah, and that is nice too. So I'll leave it at that. What I can't leave at that is clearly the input stream. Connection to TXT aborted. Okay, so what I need to test now is speed. If it may have to be 200. So go, error in camera thread. Yeah, I know. Well, yeah, no, I don't know, but I need input. I need to go input. Yes, okay, 200. Oh, okay. This means that it is positive. I have to do it positive, but I need negative speed. I really do need negative speed. Speed is one thing, so I need to invert it or convert it. Can't be that difficult. But anyway, let's make this a comment. Moet plus zijn. Must be positive. So if speed is integer for that one, and I really do give this one, not absolute, because absolute is always positive. Speed is times -1. Let's try that one. Okay. Can't be wrong that one, I think. But let's test it one more time. Alright, last test, I hope. Before going to Blender. Waiting. And nope. Yet another try. And let's put the camera right there to see whatever happens. Alright, so 200. Well, at least that does do something. Let's interrupt. And what is happening? Where? Oh, alright. Yeah, speed is indeed -200. And that's exactly what I want to see. Alright. Not that it runs, but at least, because 512 is the intended speed, but at least now I know this services. Right. Nice experiment. Up next, there's something called Blender, where I did have a problem with inserting a gear and having it the way I want it. And that turns out not to be too easy. Alright, Blender. Now if I look at these gears and I take a look at that gear, it's a distinct, very distinct gear. And what are the types of or the properties of this one? Because somehow I can't see that. Nothing here. I can select this one, but it doesn't give anything either. So location, rotation, but that's all that I can find right now. So these are, let's say 24 or 40. Let's count from here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. 20 teeth. But this part is quite necessary as well. So let's add an object. mesh, mechanical, of course, gear, gear. That's another one of that one. Number of teeth. Oh, right. And last time it didn't want to go to 5 millimeters width. So now I'm 20 teeth. Radius is certainly not 1 meter. It is 24 centimeters, 24 millimeters. Yeah. Width is 5 millimeters. See, and that didn't go wrong. So right, or is it right? If I go down, conical angles crown, I don't mind. This is nothing that I like. Radius. This is exactly the opposite. So this is just nonsense. Width. I can't go smaller than 5 centimeters. So how have I been able to make a gear, to create a gear that has a width of 5 centimeters? That seems to be very improbable right now. So this one can go. How do I edit them? This is next to very illogical. And copying them makes no sense, because then it turned out that when I copy it, no, so I somehow copy them. Okay. Rotate. It looks like an endless thing, this. If I save this, let's do that. Save. Wait for the server to wake up. So it actually is saved. And just like last time, reload. What will happen? And I have to take keep in mind that time is running out. Again. Save. Alright. So I am going to close it. Can I close this anyway? Or do I just have to quit and restart? And I think it's the last one. Okay, quit it is. Blender, yep, go. Full screen, go. And see, it's gone. I save it and everything I did is gone. So I'm missing something with the external addition of the gears. And everything that is gone, well, not just, the one that I really added, I deleted it, but the other copies vanished. And yet I'll need to know how to measure this one, because 5 millimeters, it has to be set. I did it, and yet it's not there. Okay, that's that's all that I can do this time. Certainly to be continued next time. And that's it for now. A fix to the gear, I hope, but it's not solved yet. Nice result on taking an image. And back to where I started, it seems, with Blender. At least what the external gears is concerned. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and give the video a thumbs up. Leave a comment or suggestion. You can also follow me via Instagram and Twitter. Please consider a donation via either PayPal or Wired. And you can also support me by becoming a patron, and depending on the pledge, have your name mentioned. More information under this video. Please see my website. See also my Patreon page. And this is obviously going to be continued. Have a nice day and bye bye.